Hi everyone, how are you all? So after part 4, so many of you are liked. So it is very important one. Applications of inductive effect is most important one. Applications of inductive effect as well as applications of mesomeric effect. Okay, now these two concepts, if you are understood very nicely, then definitely you are going to rock the organic chemistry. In that, no doubt at all. So if you have understood properly. So let's get into this video. So till now, those who not yet subscribed, so please do subscribe, and you'll get daily, definitely in maximum 99% in a day, confirmly you will get one video from my side, from my Appa Chemistry Classes YouTube channel. Daily one chemistry video you will get, maximum 99%. If any delay is there, then definitely I will tell you. Okay, na? So now we are going to see the next applications of inductive effect. So in the last video we had seen the stability of carbocation. Inductive effect explained the stability of carbocation, stability of carbon anion, and stability of free radicals, and after that reactivity of alkyl halide we had discussed. Next, most important, that is acidic nature of alcohols and acidic nature of acids and basicity of amines. In that, first we are going to see the acidic nature of alcohol, which is very important. So first you say, what is mean by acid? Acid is nothing but which can easily donate the H plus ion. That compound is said to be what? Acidic. Which can gives the more number of H plus ion, that is said to be what? Stronger acid. Which can give the less number of H plus ions in its aqueous solution, it is said to be a weak acid. Okay, na? The acid in the sense, strong acid in the sense which can donate the more number of, which can releases more number of H plus ions in the aqueous solution, is called what? Strong acid. Which can releases the less number of H plus ions in the aqueous solution, so it is said to be what? Weak acid. Now we are going to see the acidic nature of alcohol. Before going to those examples, first we have to see what type of questions and how they are going to ask. Okay, na? So first we will see what is mean by acid. Acid is nothing but what right here, alcohol. So I am taking the simple alcohol, I am taking, that is HA, I am taking as a alcohol. So it is one acid. Okay, na? So it is one acid. So whenever it is undergoes dissociation, we are getting the H plus plus A minus ion. Now what happens? So this H plus ions won't stay as a bare ion. So whenever it is dissolved in water, so it react with this H plus ion react with water, it converted to hydronium ion, and we are getting the A minus. So after here H plus ion along with this is anion. This anion is said to be from an acid we are getting. So this ion is said to be conjugate base. This ion is said to be conjugate base. Now say for example this acid is a weak acid. So what happens? It will be equilibrium takes place between hydronium ion and this conjugate base and this acid. So what happens? We will write the acid dissociation constant. That is dissociation constant is nothing but it is a product of concentration of product to the, it is a ratio between product of concentration of product to the concentration of reactant. That is here we have hydronium ions concentration and conjugate base concentration by acid, that is Ha. Okay, na? So now here acid dissociation constant, how it is related with hydronium ion. More is the number of hydronium ions. So more is the number of hydronium ion concentration is more means increases, then acid dissociation constant value is also increases. That is, the acids which are having more acid dissociation constant, they are said to be strong acids. Now you can see here, so which of the following acid is stronger acid based on the Ka value. They given the XYZ, they are having Ka values. So how to identify which is having more acidic nature based on Ka value, which is having more Ka value, more is the acidic nature, because acid dissociation constant Ka is directly proportional to number of hydronium ions. Okay, so now in this case at particular temperature this acid dissociation constant remains constant, but as temperature increases, number of hydronium ions increases, acid dissociation constant increases. Now you see here pH, what happens? So pH is negative logarithm of hydrogen ion concentration. So that is if H plus ions are increases, number of H plus ions are increases, then what happens? pH will be decreases. pH is decreases. That is, the molecules or the acids, the whatever the molecules which are having pH will be less than 7, they are said to be acids. If it is very less, that is 0 to 1, 0 to 3, then it is said to be strong acid, 0 to 3.5. So 3.5 to 6.9, it is said to be weak acid. Okay na? So pH value will be decreases when H plus ions are increases. And also we have one more, that is pKa, power of acid dissociation constant, which is formula is what? Minus log of Ka. Now here what happens? Ka and pKa and Ka, how they are related? Negative of logarithm, that is what? Inversely related. So that is power of Ka is inversely proportional to acid dissociation constant. Okay. So but whereas acid dissociation constant is directly proportional to acidity. So based on the values of Ka and pKa values, we can decide the what? Which is a stronger acid, which is an weak acid. So finally we can give only in one statement, that is what? Acid dissociation constant is directly proportional to acidity. So more is the acid dissociation constant, more is its acidity, and it is inversely proportional to what? pKa values. So least is the pKa value, that acid is what? Stronger is the acidic nature. Is that clear? Now here the acidic nature of the alcohol mainly depends on the what? Conjugate base of that alcohol. Now any type of, it may be alcohol or it may be acid. That acidic nature of alcohol or acid mainly depends on the stability of conjugate base. So whenever it is losing the H plus ion, if that forming the what? More stable conjugate base, then what happens? This acid readily loses the H plus ion and it will form the what? Stable conjugate base. So it depends on the what? Stability of conjugate base. Now which factors mainly affect on the acidic nature of alcohols? Now here what factors which are affecting? So first factor is what? Electronegativity of the bonded atom, that is electronegativity of A. And second factor is what? Here bond length. Okay, so bond length, if bond length is more, bond length, that is what? Hydrogen to conjugate base. What is the bond length? If it is bond length is more, then what happens? If bond length is more, then bond strength is less, then it can be easily dissociated and we will get the easily H plus ion quickly, which can give the quickly H plus ion, that is said to be what? More acidic in nature. And also it depends on the what? Stability of conjugate base. It depends on the what? Acidic nature mainly depends on the stability of conjugate base. Stability of conjugate base. So more is the stability of conjugate base, stronger is the acid. And also last but not least, that is a solvent effect. So solvent is also plays a major role. Now so here these are the major important points you need to remember here. So these are the points you need to remember, and also this point is also okay na, which is very important points. Now let's get into the examples, different examples. Now you see here these all are what? Second period hydrides. Which period hydrides here? Carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. This all belongs to what? Second period, and they are hydrides. So this carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, these are what? Period elements. Whenever we are going period, left to right, electronegativity what happens? Increases. When electronegativity increases, then what happens? Acidic nature of the compound will be increases. So which is the stronger acid? HF is stronger acid than H2O. H2O is stronger acid than ammonia. Ammonia is stronger acid than methane. Is that clear everyone? So it is what? Electronegativity of conjugate base. Here what is the conjugate base here? O minus. Now for this water, what is the conjugate base? OH minus plus H plus ion. It is what? Conjugate base. So which are differed by the what? Only one proton, it should be difference. Acid and its conjugate base should be differed by the what? Only one proton. So that is what? Conjugate base. So it depends on the what? Electronegativity of the conjugate base. That is next here you see, in this case the hydrides of group elements they given. So here it is what? Fluorine, here it is what? Chlorine, here it is bromine, here it is iodine. Now it is what group elements. Whenever we are going from top to bottom, electronegativity what happens? Decreases. Then what it should be? The electronegativity is decreasing means it should be according to electronegativity of conjugate base. It should acidic nature should decrease. But what happens in groups? Whenever we are going top to bottom, just simply I am writing. So here the bond length is this much only. But whereas here the bond length is this much because it is a large atom, large size atom and less electronegativity. So here what happens? HBr. So it is having more bond length. So now you can take the HI. That HI bond is this much. So which is having more bond length? So this HI. So bond length and bond strength, how they are related? Bond strength. How they are related? Inversely related. So bond length is more means bond strength is less. If it is strength is less, then we can easily dissociate that bond and we can get easily H plus ion. That is which can gives the easily H plus ion, that is said to be more acidic. So among these, which is more acidic here? Hi is more acidic, HBr, and after that HCl and HF. That is what bond length increases, acidic nature of the compound increases. Is that clear? That is most important one. After that we'll see here. So methyl alcohol, ethyl alcohol. We coming to the what alcohols now. So stability of conjugate base here itself only I will explain. In this case I will explain. Now in this case you see here. In this case what happened? It is alcohol. It is what? Ethanol. Okay na? So now I will take the, here I will erase this. Now this alcohol is there. This alcohol, whenever it loses the what? Alcohol lose the proton and will form the what? Methoxide ion, O minus and H plus. Now this is what? CH3 is what? Plus I group. Plus I group, what it will do? It decreases the stability of an ion. Is it or not? We had discussed the water that one. And in case of water, you can take the ethoxide ion CH2OH. Here what happens? We are going to get the what? Ethoxide ion CH2O minus plus H plus ion. Now it is what? It is more plus I group when compared to methyl. Ethyl group is having more releasing factor, more plus I group, more plus I nature. Then what happens here? Whenever the plus I groups are attached, then what happens? They will donate the what? Electron to this O minus. Again it is having minus charge. Again it is donating the electron. That minus charge increases, stability what happens? Decreases. Charge increases, stability what happens? Decreases. So which is more stable among these two conjugate base? This is a stable one. Among these two, which is more stable? This one is more stable. Methoxide ion is more stable. Ethoxide ion is less stable. That we can say that methanol is more acidic than the water ethanol. So for that reason, methanol is a dangerous one, but ethyl alcohol is not a dangerous one. Methanol is called commonly in our whatever the language, in day-to-day language, we can say that gudumba. Okay na? So that is very dangerous one. Small quantity of ethanol consumption also more concentrated. It may causes the what? Death also. That is that much dangerous it may loses the what? Consumption of that methanol will decreases the eyesight and will sometimes if it is concentration is more, we may lose our eyesight also. Okay na? So methanol is what? More acidic than the ethyl alcohol. What is the reason here? How we can explain plus I group? If plus I groups are there, plus I groups what they are doing? Plus I groups decreases acidic nature. Very very important. Plus I groups what they are doing? Acidic nature. Plus I groups decreases acidic nature of alcohol. Acidic nature of alcohols. Next here. In this case, among these, this is ethoxide ion. It is a phenoxide ion. Now this phenol is what? Here this benzene ring containing this carbon attached to this O minus 2 is which carbon? It is sp2 carbon. This is which carbon? sp3 carbon. So now this sp2 carbon is more electronegative or not? Compared to sp3, we had seen. So sp2 carbon is more electronegative. It will withdraw the electron from this oxygen. Then oxygen carrying charge will be decreased. When charge is decreased, then what happens? Stability increases. So among these two, which is more stable? This phenoxide ion is more stable than ethoxide ion. Is that clear everyone? So what is the reason here? sp2 carbon. So it is what it is doing, it is attracting the water electron from this oxygen because it is more electronegative when compared to this carbon. So it will somewhat, when compared to this one, this carbon is attracting the electron from this oxygen. Then charge decreases, stability increases. That is one factor. Another factor is resonance, that we will see in mesomeric effect. You put a star here. So there we will see in mesomeric effect why it is more acidic, what are the factors affecting on the more acidic nature, as well as conjugate base, why it is more acidic, and why it is a more stable conjugate base. Those all we will see there. So put a star mark there and you can note them. And we will see the one more here. So we had seen this factor. So it is very, very important. Plus I groups, what happens? Decreases the acidic nature of alcohol. So next we are going to see the here. In case of minus I groups are there. In case of if minus I groups are there. So what happens here? These are what minus I group. Here what happens if it is loses, we are getting O minus, O minus. Here also O minus. Now here there are no plus I groups. Here plus I or minus I. But whereas here it is what minus I group is there. Here minus I group is there. So what happens? Minus I group withdraw the electron from this carbon. This carbon will withdraw this electron. So this carbon will withdraw from the oxygen atom. So what happens? That oxygen carrying negative charge will be stabilized by the negative inductive effect group. That is minus I groups. Minus I groups stabilizes the conjugate base. Whenever the conjugate base is stabilized, it can readily loses the H plus ion. That is what we can say. Minus I group increases acidic nature of alcohols. Acidic nature of alcohols. So what are minus I groups? Those all I had explained you in the starting of inductive effect. Is that clear? Now among these, which is more acidic one? 1, 2, 3. So 2 is more acidic, after that 3, after that 1. Is that clear everyone? So next we are going to see this one. So in this case also you take the 1, 2, 3. So among these, which is a strong minus I effect? So which is a strong minus I effect minus here in cyanide and nitro. Nitro is more electron withdrawing. So in this case also what happens? 2 is more acidic than the water 3, after that 1. Okay na? So 2, 3, 1. So next we are going to see here these examples. Now what they are saying here, reactivity of alcohols. Now you see this is very, very important, reactivity of alcohols. Now in this case here, reactivity of alcohol. So first we are going to see this ethyl alcohol and benzyl alcohol. This ethyl alcohol and benzyl alcohol. Now this benzyl alcohol and ethyl alcohol, when they are react with water, they are react with acid. Whenever they react with acid, then what happens? This bond will be breaks. Okay na? In presence of acid, what happens? Dehydration will takes place. By dehydration, what happens? We are getting ethyl carbocation. Here we are getting benzyl carbocation. Among ethyl carbocation and benzyl carbocation, which is more stable? Carbocation stability. That is benzyl carbocation is more stable. Now that is what one more example. We'll take the what last one, that is here it is primary alcohol. Now it is what secondary alcohol. Another one, that is tertiary alcohol. It is tertiary alcohol. And we have what methanol is there. Among these, which is more reactive towards the water dehydration, which is more reactive towards dehydration. So dehydration, whenever this OH group is lost, it will get the water positive charge here. If it is OH group is lost, we are getting positive charge here. If this OH group is lost, we are getting positive charge. Here we are getting the positive charge. Which type of positive charge it is? Positive charge, primary carbocation. Primary carbocation. Here it is what? Secondary carbocation. It is what? Tertiary carbocation. So it is what? Methyl carbocation. Which carbocation is more stable? We had seen that tertiary carbocation is more stable, secondary, after that primary, after that last one, methyl carbocation. Is that clear everyone? That is what? Acidic nature of alcohols. One, acidic nature of carboxylic acid. Now here the acidic nature of carboxylic acid mainly depends on the what? Stability of carboxylate ion. It is what? Carboxylate ion. So this carboxylate ion stability, it depends. So stability of carboxylate ion is more, then what happens? That is said to be what is more acidic. So when it is a more stable carboxylate ion is formed in the sense what that acid will readily loses the H plus ion if it is more stable. Okay na? So the stability of the acidic nature of carboxylic acid mainly depends on the water stability of carboxylate ion. Now say for example this alkyl group is attached with minus IE groups. So then what happens? Minus IE groups are there. Then it increases the acidic nature. If it is attached with what? Plus I groups, then what happens? It decreases the acidic nature because the minus IE groups withdraw the electron. This negative charge will be decreases and this carboxylate ion will be stabilized easily. If it is plus I groups are there, it gives out the what? Again it gives the what? Electrons. Whenever it is giving the electron, the charge will be increases, stability decreases. Is that clear everyone? Now you see here what happens? Carboxylate ion, here hydrogen is there, here methyl is there. This methyl is what? Plus I group. So due to its plus I group, it is what? Having less acidic nature when compared to this formic acid. It is what? Formic acid. Formic acid is more acidic one than acetic acid. So for that reason, acetic acid is what? Least acidic. So we are eating in the form of vinegar. We are eating this one. But whereas formic acid is what? It is a strong acid. So which contains the what? Antisting contains the formic acid. Now you see this formic acid, acetic acid, propanoic acid. Which is more acidic one? Formic acid, acetic acid, ethanoic acid. 2 carbon containing acid, ethanoic acid, propanoic acid. Next after that, among these, which is more acidic here? This is minus IE group. It is also minus IE. Among these minus I, which is a stronger minus IE group? This nitro group. After that cyano group. After that what? This oxide group. Okay, so we have to take the what numbers. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now you can take here water. First one is more acidic, after that second one, after that fourth one, after that third one. Okay now. So because third one contains the water chlorine, here oxygen is there. Oxygen is more electronegative than the chlorine. So next is water CH3COOH. That is acetic acid. It is monochloroacetic acid, dichloroacetic acid, trichloroacetic acid. More number of electron withdrawing groups, more is the acidic nature. Okay na? So that is the acidic nature. So more number of electron withdrawing groups are there means they will withdraw the electron and they will stabilize the carboxylate ion. Next we are going to see here. Now in this case what are here? It is what? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbon containing acid, butanoic acid. It is 2-chlorobutanoic acid. It is 3-chlorobutanoic acid. It is 4-chlorobutanoic acid. Now among these, which is more acidic one? So I am giving the what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now which is more acidic? Then electron withdrawing group, that is minus IE group, should be what? Close to the carboxylic acid. So which is close here? This second one. So second one is more acidic, after that third one, after that fourth one, least one is what? Without any electron withdrawing. That is what? First one. Is that clear? So next here, succinic acid, malic acid, fumaric acid. Both are having same molecular formula, but they are having different acidic nature. So malic acid means it is a cis form. Cis form of this compound is said to be what? Malic acid. Trans form is said to be what? Fumaric acid. Okay na? So we have malic acid is there, malonic acid is there. Don't confuse the name. You won't confuse if you listen properly. So malic acid and fumaric acid. So here succinic acid is there. Now which is more acidic among these? So it is sp3 carbon. But whereas these are what? sp2 carbons. So compared to this one, these two are more acidic. Okay na? So 1, 2, 3. Among this malic acid and fumaric acid, which is stronger acid? Now you see here. What happens, you know? So this malic acid contains the what? OH group. Now here it is also contains the OH group. Then what happens? It readily loses this water molecule and forms the what? One ring. One ring will be formed between these two. So like this ring formation takes place. That is what we are calling chelation. That chelation is possible in case of malic acid. But whereas in case of fumaric acid it is not possible because Here the carboxylate ions are stabilized by the ring formation, so it is more acidic. That is, malic acid is more acidic. After that, fumaric acid. Least one is what? Succinic acid. Is that clear, everyone? So which is very, very important one. So please note it down. So after that, we are going to see O mycin get apple. So which is a short form to remember the around how many acids? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 acids names. And malic acid, fumaric acid also you can remember by seeing this. So which is very, very important one. You see once. So I will say, oh my son, get apple. Okay, it is a simple word we can remember. So what is the first letter? O. That is oxalic acid. Now you can take this is what? Oxalic acid. Oxalic acid. Now next is what? M. Malonic acid. Malic acid is different. Malonic acid is different. Okay, now have you understood the difference? Malonic acid. So before that, we have the what? Malic acid. It is what? Cis form. Malonic acid it is. So what we are doing, in between COOH, one CH2 is inserted. Then we are getting malonic acid. Next is what? S is nothing but what? Succinic acid. 2 CH2 groups are inserted between 2 COOH groups. So next, if 3 CH2 groups are inserted, 3 CH2 groups are inserted between the 2 COOH groups. So then it is said to be, it is what? S means succinic acid. Succinic acid. So it is G means glutaric acid. So these names are repeatedly you will get. Glutaric acid. So next is final one, that is A, that is adipic acid. So how many CH2 groups we have to insert? 4 CH2 groups and 2 COOH groups. So total number of carbons in glutaric acid will be how many? Adipic acid will be 6. So it is what? Adipic acid. This is very, very important in polymers. Will get repeated number of times. Adipic acid in polymer chapters. So is that clear? So is that easy word or not? That is what? O my son, get apple. You can easily remember that one. So this is O in the sense oxalic acid, malonic acid, succinic acid, glutaric acid and adipic acid. Now we'll see here oxalic acid will not have any CH2 groups. Here 1 CH2, here 2 CH2. The CH2 groups are what? Alkyl group which releases the electron, which decreases the stability of carboxylate ion. So then what happens? Those are plus I groups. Plus I group decreases the stability. So which one is more acidic? O is more acidic, M I is more acidic, S sun is more acidic, get and apple. Apple is what? Least acidic. Adipic acid is least acidic one when compared to the water, glutaric, succinic and malonic acid. Is that clear, everyone? So next we are going to see here in this case. So it is sp carbon. It is what? sp2 carbon. Just now we had seen it is sp3 carbon. You know that percentage of S character increases. What happens? Percentage of S character increases, electronegativity of the atom increases. Electronegativity increases, acidic nature increases. That is, which one is more acidic? So acetylene carboxylic acid is more acidic compared to vinyl carboxylic acid compared to acetic acid. Now among these three, which is more acidic? 1, 2, 3. So which is more electron withdrawing? This 3 is more electron withdrawing than the 1 than 2. So is that clear? So 3 is more electron withdrawing, after that 1, after that 2. Is that clear, everyone? So these are the what? Some examples I am giving. So here also same thing you have to observe here. That is what? Acidic nature. Acidic nature of carboxylic acid is directly proportional to Ka and it is inversely proportional to pKa. In most of the exam, in most of the NEET exams, they are giving the pKa values and they are asking to arrange them in increasing order of their acidic nature, arrange them in decreasing order of their acidic nature. pKa value how they will give, you know? So very small change they will give. So try to remember the concept. Is that clear, everyone? Next one, basicity of amines. Here basicity of amines, what happens? Now how similarly acidity is how directly proportional to Kb and inversely proportional to Ka. So similarly what? Basicity is what? Directly proportional to Kb and inversely proportional to pKb. That you can see in chemical equilibrium. So no need of writing all those. So just to you do remember this one, basicity is directly proportional to Kb. Kb value, that is base dissociation constant, is more. basic nature of amine is more, and pKb is less means more is the basic nature. So here how we can explain the basicity of amines here. So according to our concept, that is Arrhenius concept or whatever the Bronsted-Lowry theory. So according to Arrhenius concept, which can donate the what OH minus ion, that is called what base. But whereas in case of amine there is no OH minus ion. Here the lone pair of electrons are there. According to Lewis concept, so we have to see the what electron pair acceptor. Electron pair acceptor or what acids. Electron pair acceptor or acids. But electron pair donors are what base. So which can donate the what electron pair easily, they are called what Lewis bases. Now you see among these which can donate easily lone pair of electron. Now you see here ammonia is there, here methylamine is there. This methyl is what? It is a plus I group. Plus I group, what it is doing? It is donates the electron to this nitrogen. Already nitrogen has the lone pair of electron. Again it is donating the electron, then electron density on nitrogen increases, then that nitrogen easily donate the lone pair of electron. So that is what methylamine is more basic than ammonia. So what we can see here, how we can define easily. Now which can easily donate the lone pair of electron, that is more basic. Okay na? So when it will donate easily electron, when plus I groups are attached with the what to amine. Plus I groups, what it will do? Plus I groups increases basic nature. Okay. So minus plus I group, what they will do? They will gives the what to, they will releases the electron to that nitrogen. Then electron density on nitrogen increases. Then that nitrogen can easily donate that pair of electron. Because if I have lot of money, then I can give the money to the others. If I don't have, how can I give? Is it or not? So if it is having the what more number of electrons on the nitrogen increases, when it will be when plus I groups are attached with that nitrogen. Is that clear? Plus I group increases basic nature, and minus I groups, what happens? Minus I groups decreases basic nature. Decreases basic nature of amines. This is very, very important. Now you see in this case it is ethylamine, it is fluoroethylamine, chloroethylamine. Which is more basic here? Which is more basic? 1, 2, 3. Now we know that what these are minus I groups. Minus I groups decreases the basic nature because they withdraw the electron. So from this nitrogen, so this fluorine is withdrawing the electron from this carbon. This carbon will withdraw from this carbon. This carbon will withdraw from that nitrogen. Then what happens? Electron density on nitrogen decreases. So then what happens? That nitrogen cannot donate the easily lone pair of electron. So which is without any electron withdrawing, that is 1. After that, among fluorine and chlorine, which is least electron withdrawing one? Chlorine. That is 3. After that 2. Is that clear? So now among these, now you see here it is amine group is attached with sp3 carbon. It is sp2 carbon. It is what? Sp carbon. So here this nitrogen is having the lone pair. So which nitrogen can easily donate the lone pair of electron? Which one? This one. Because sp3 carbon is what? Least electronegative. But whereas sp2 is more electronegative compared to this, sp is further more electronegative, then what happened? This electronegative atom withdraw the electron from that nitrogen. Then electron density on the nitrogen decreases. Then it cannot donate easily when compared to these. So that is what it is. It is what least basic. It is somewhat more. It is more basic one among them. Now you see here this alkyl groups are what? Are plus I groups. Alkyl groups are what? Plus I groups. So as number of alkyl groups on nitrogen increases, then what happens? Their basic nature will be increases. Now you see in this case, as number of alkyl groups are more on the which case? Third one. After that second one. After that first one. After that fourth one. Only ammonia. Okay na? Alkyl groups are what? Electron releasing groups. They releases the electron and electron density on nitrogen increases. Then what happens? They can easily donate the pair of electron, which is very, very important. Here you need to remember one point, that is in case of gas phase. That is in case of gas phase. That is in absence of water, in absence of moisture, or in absence of aqueous condition, this order is applicable. That is, it is a primary amine, it is secondary amine, it is what? Tertiary amine. Now among this primary, secondary, tertiary, so tertiary amines are what more basic than secondary amines than primary amines. Okay, now in case of gas phase. But whereas in case of aqueous condition, what happens? In gas phase, only inductive effect will be plays the role here. In case of gas phase, only inductive effect plays the major role here, because here only electron releasings are there. There is no solvent at all. So that is what as number of electron releasing groups are there more, then what happen? Its basic nature will be more. Now coming to here, what in case of aqueous condition, in presence of solvent. In presence of solvent, what happens? The amine containing hydrogens as well as lone pair of electron will involve in hydrogen bonding. Now you see here it is primary amine, because this nitrogen is bonded with only one alkyl group, so it is primary amine. So it is what two alkyl groups are bonded, secondary amine. So it is three alkyl groups are bonded, tertiary amines. Now among primary, secondary, tertiary, which is more basic in case of gas phase? Tertiary. But whereas in case of aqueous solution, what happens? Here it mainly plays the two roles, that is inductive effect as well as hydrogen bonding. Now in primary amines, what happens? More number of, actually it is having the two hydrogens. Those two hydrogens are involving in the hydrogen bonding, and this nitrogen containing lone pair will donated, that lone pair of electron is donated to the water molecule and forms the one more hydrogen bonding. So here three hydrogen bonds are possible in case of primary amine. In case of here secondary amine, two hydrogen bonds. Here only one hydrogen bond. What happening as number of alkyl groups are increases, the solvation will be decreases. Solvation effect is decreasing. That is, as number of alkyl group, that is alkyl group is what? Bulkier group. Bulkier means big groups. So when that big groups are increased on that nitrogen, then what happens? They will release as the electron. Okay, now their electron density on the nitrogen increases, as well as contrary to that, what happens? These alkyl groups will comes closer to that nitrogen. Whenever it is comes closer to the nitrogen, then steric hindrance will take place. Repulsions between these alkyl groups takes place. Then what happens? That lone pair of electron not donated easily. Due to that repulsions, what happens? That lone pair is readily involved in hydrogen bonding. It is not donated easily. So is that clear? So what happens? As number of alkyl groups are increases, steric hindrance increases. Due to that steric hindrance, tertiary amines are less basic when compared to the secondary amine. In case of secondary amines, alkyl groups are away from one another, so there less steric hindrance are there. So for that reason, secondary amines are more basic, after that tertiary, after that primary amines. Okay, now in case of when these alkyl groups are methyl group, this order we have to follow. In case of if the alkyl group is ethyl group, then secondary amines, more bulkier group, secondary amines, after that primary, after that tertiary amine. This is very, very important. So now I will write once again here, that is CH3NH2 in aqueous case. So I am writing CH3 taken twice NH. So it is primary amine, it is secondary amine, next is tertiary amine. Okay, now so among these in aqueous solution, which is more basic? That is secondary amines is more basic. After that tertiary amine. After that primary amine. Okay, na? So that is in case of methyl group. In case of ethyl group, we will see. In case of ethyl, in aqueous condition, what are the two roles plays? Inductive effect as well as hydrogen bonding. So that you need to concentrate here. So what explanation I had given, so try to focus on it. So next we are going to see if ethyl group is there, that is C2H5, C2H5NH2, it is primary amine. So C2H5 taken twice NH, it is secondary amine. So C2H5 taken thrice N. So it is tertiary amine. Among these, which is more basic? Tertiary amine, after that secondary, after that primary. Sorry. Here it is in case of aqueous solution. No? In case of aqueous solution, that is secondary amines is more basic. So because of more steric hindrance, secondary, primary, and after that tertiary. In case of aqueous, if they are mentioning, means secondary amines are more basic. After that only remaining. So in case of methyl group, secondary, after the tertiary, because methyl is somewhat smaller alkyl group when compared to ethyl one. Okay na? So next here what happens, this is which carbon? sp3 carbon. So it is which carbon? sp2 carbon. It is which carbon? sp carbon. As number of percentage of s character increases, electronegativity increases. Electronegativity is increasing means, so which withdraw the electron from this nitrogen, so which will withdraw more when compared to this one. Then what happens? The ability to donate that electron will be decreases. So which is more basic? This one, because sp3 carbon less percentage of s, less electronegativity, more basic. Okay na? So among these, now you see here 1 sp2 carbon, here 2 sp2 carbon, here 3 sp2 carbon. This is more basic. After that, this, after 1, 2, 3, if you are considering, 1 is more basic, 2 is more basic, after that 3. Now among these, here it is what? It is sp3 carbon, here it is what? sp2 carbon. Is that clear? So do remember that percentage of s character is very important, and also those who not perfect till now hybridization, once visit that hybridization concept in organic compounds, then you will, by seeing the molecule itself, how I am saying, by seeing the molecule, it is sp3, sp2, sp. So by seeing the number of pi bonds, you can do also more than me if you are perfect with that video. Okay, thank you. You enjoyed a lot, I think so. So if you really like this video, please do subscribe and like and share with your friends. Thank you all of you.